if you're new here, I'm Kaniti, and if you're already watching this channel, welcome back. Today we are going to watch 13th episode of anime Durarara, so let's get to it. Let's go. Oh no, the new opening. Let's see. I'll miss the previous one though. Interesting lyrics. But it's still pretty cool. I like the transition. The transitions in this one are really interesting. Oh, and they remind us about the slasher again. I'm so excited to learn more about her. But that was a nice line. Huh. I think we didn't have that. It was like a detective guy, right? Before Shinra. We didn't have him before. Grazie, sushi. Okay. There's so many ads in Metro. How do they even stand? Mm-hmm. Sudden twists. Okay. Oh, all their food looks. I'm not even hungry, and this bun looks so good. Gosh, these two. Mm. You can. Hmm. There's like some difference in skin color here. I don't. Ew, that's harassment. Back off. Poor girl. That's awkward. Oof. Hmm. At least she has two bodyguards now. Hmm. Whoa! Did you see that? Right behind him, there was a slasher. I almost missed that. And they said that Ryder was contacted, like they want her to find the slasher or something. The city looks especially pretty today. What, the police is after her? Oh, that's that detective dude. Mm-hmm. Everyone's everyday life. Yeah, like this sunset lighting. So pretty. So, so they must see her as a threat. Just as much as a threat as a slasher. He looks cool, by the way. I like his design. Well, we met him already. He's really into making speeches. Traffic. So the problem is she wasn't respecting the rules of the traffic. Wait, that's actually super funny. The police is mad because she was driving too fast. Like that is the problem. Okay. Did she get a fine? Did they upset her so much? Back. Yeah, I like that dude a lot. Challenge your authority. What the heck? Kuzuhara. Yeah, I have to write him down. He was in the opening, right? That was him. Live modestly. I guess his technique is effective, you see, when she's really scared. Mm. Yeah, punch him harder. would she want to meet that dude? Ew. Meddlesome! That was horrible! Gosh. The people in this anime are really kind to other people. Like, not holding grudges, that's what I mean. I wouldn't be as lenient. So that's him? What is the power of adults? Really? Is he gonna kill them with a scalpel? Well, these three are also pretty fucking horrible. Well, I guess we can help him. Oh! Well, that was also not a nice thing. Acting bold because someone else is going to step in for you. What did she write? Our island, okay. Oh, that looks so cool. She just scared them away. See, she is very kind. I would punch them. Oh. Of course, Shinra's father is just as horrible as Shinra himself. They are both trash. Like, just in a different ways. Secretary. So now she works as a secretary somewhere? That correct? Yeah, canned goods. That's very fresh, yes. Am I supposed to understand this? What? Huh? Yeah, that's not a very nice experience. I mean, it could be worse. I mean, at least they can protect her from the creepy teacher. Do you like have to find it? Does she get to pick up girls as well? And he just left. Okay. Yeah, and Drew likes her. So. Does he imply that he kind of did all of that to bring these two somehow closer? I don't know. Are these like yellows and oranges and greens? Hmm. Like other, like colored gangs? Yeah, the color. These clouds look pretty cool. Well, he knows already where she lives, so why can't he follow her home? You know, it's pretty dark already. So she romantically liked Harima Mika. But she's with the dude now. Oh. Maybe she's confused because, like, it's easy to be confused when you are still in school and you are still pretty small, right? Yeah, so he was in a gang because there was reaction when that doll mentioned the other gangs, kind of that fell apart. I think I thought he was a part of the gang that fell apart. Then that's a lot of part. What's the slasher's true identity? 8 incidents this month. Okay, we didn't really have much about could the slasher have done it. Well, they kill. The slasher doesn't kill people. He only uses katana to inflict wounds. Slasher is a member of dollars. They plan to take over all of Kibakuro. Not translated Japanese lines. Okay, everyone is talking about. Oh, do they? No, wait. That's not a slasher. That's the three girls that bullied her before. Yeah, I think they just started appearing, right? They weren't really for a while. Okay, an old gang. See, so they did disappear. Now they are reappearing. I guess that's what's happening. And Kid was associated with them, probably. Has so much scary stuff, right? I'm not sure. Why didn't she want Ryu to walk her home? Like, she knows him. He knows where she lives already. Like, why not? I would feel safer. Everyone is in dollars. Everyone and their grandma. So they're kind of angry at dollars. Sell yourself? What the heck? Why do they hate her so much? Girl, you just can be by yourself if you want. That's not illegal. Wait, could she be? But she's just a regular girl. The way her eye changed was peculiar. Like, either someone comes to help her, or she's going to be revealed, like, not to be such a regular girl herself. Because there's a strange effect going on. Oh. Okay, no, someone comes in to protect her. Slasher? Yeah, the red eyes. I want to cut. So weak wrong, can't control. That must be the slasher. Desire is want. Love, not enough love. Want love people. More strong love want. Desire I mother. It's a really interesting train of thought. Wait, what does this hieroglyph mean? They didn't translate that. Well, Slasher did come to protect her. Probably. If she isn't, well, she's probably not going to slash Andre herself. Oh yeah, we got a new ending as well, so I'm going to watch this. But yeah, I even thought for a second, like the way how, like the world about Henri changed and the way her eye changed, I thought, oh, is she like going to go crazy mode something? Maybe she's secretly the slasher, but I thought, no, that's kind of, would be a bit, maybe too crazy. But yeah, so the slasher appeared. And there's also lyrics in this ending. They're still like showing all the characters, but in another way now. That's pretty peculiar. And I think it was implied that Henri kind of had romantic feelings for Harima Mika, and I think that she likes girls. So she might be like be only into girls or into both. That's also possible. But I feel like she's still at the age where she tries to figure like everything out. Not only that, but also like her place in the world. Like she feels like she has to depend on someone always. Like she can't just be by herself. She has to cling to someone else, to be attached to someone else. Maybe even she wanted to go to home herself to kind of show that she can do it by herself, but then she gets attacked by these three bullies. Okay, that's the end of the ending. I'll look through the lyrics maybe a bit more carefully. Like when I read the lyrics of opening and ending, they kind of have maybe you can find some relation to the story happening, but mostly I think they're just pretty lyrics in my opinion. Maybe I could analyze them a bit more. Well, let's see. Is there anyone who has a dream these days? I've grown tired of that line. I'd planned to walk the whole way. Recently, even the sky has become empty. That's pretty depressing. I want to see you, and I was watching you. Those unparalleled phrases which waft around town, I won't be deceived by them. I do understand my own feelings. See, that's what I mean. Like, what am I supposed to make out of this? We are free. We got something saying that there are no unmatched dreams. Nobody. The thing I saw after running so long was searching for me. That is the answer. We are free. We are searching for the light. Exactly that. Let it shine. Our hearts lose the way in the strong wind in the sky. We don't want any regrets. I mean, yeah, I can interpret the lyrics. We are free. We are searching for the light. We are free. We are searching for new heights. And I think that is it for the lyrics. You can say that it is about, again, paving your own way and being as free as you can be, and doing with your life what you can, and stuff like that. I guess that works maybe for many characters, but again, it's kind of some like vague stuff, let's say. Yeah, so we didn't really learn that much more about the slasher, and I'm like really excited about her. Well, I think it's her. Maybe they kind of also said him in some of the subtitles, but I think she looked like a girl, so I'm going to say she for now, because she's so mysterious and she has this a bit of a horror vibe, and I really like that. And it was a nice moment where we just saw her like picking out at one scene. Like, that was pretty creepy. That was cool, but we got to see more, maybe a bit into her thoughts. And when she was writing in the chat room, and I kind of also said it all aloud, because recently I felt like, yeah, I don't really have enough time to show the little screen as much as I can, because then the editing takes hours, and I post much less than I should, to be honest. Like, my schedule gets completely torn apart. So yeah, you really need your own copy to watch this, unfortunately. But I said aloud everything that she wrote in the chat, so like you can know without like this, because it's not seen in the subtitles that you have here underneath. So it was mostly pretty simplistic thoughts. Like, it must mean that is her thought process in just simple, separate words, and it showed her desire to cut. But obviously there must be some reason to why she is doing that, like how she chooses her victim. There was a line somewhere that on the forums, like, all the victims seem to be unrelated. How slasher chooses her victims? In this case, for example, the episode ended, so we are not really sure did she attack Henri as well, but I assume she did not. She kind of thought someone is being harassed, so she came in to save this person. So maybe in Slasher's eyes, she's also kind of a protector. She did attack Celti once, but again, she might have thought that Celti is bullying someone, and I thought it was an interesting point that kind of the wound she gave Celti kind of took longer to heal, or even didn't heal. Maybe it just took longer to heal. That, like, it seemed it was more powerful, so to say, than like a wound any regular person could give Celti. So I thought, that is some strong opponent. So I really want to learn more about her. But other than Slash, I feel like this episode was also mostly about Henri. We learned more about her as a person, maybe again what goes on in her mind. And well, I already talked about this a little, but it is pretty interesting to get to know her a little bit better, make her a more multidimensional character. And even if I don't like I really understand how can she think like that on some things, like she feels like she has to be an attachment to someone always. But I think I at the same time I can understand her, like her way of thinking, and maybe she also was bullied so much, and that was the result, like because of all this bullying she felt like she needs someone, so she's not alone, she needs some kind of shield, some kind of protection. So I think it like psychologically makes sense, and it would be interesting to see her development as a character. Well, it would be nice if it happens, where maybe she becomes stronger herself. And I wonder like if that plot line with that creepy teacher is also going to be come into play somehow, and these girls were also accusing her of selling her body. And I think that made me think again about the teacher, because I thought maybe there was some like more sexual harassment, let's say, coming from the teacher. Maybe he even brought her to some love hotels or something, either against her will completely, or with some kind of leverage, because it also reminds me of the situation in Persona 5 in the very beginning, and like the first arc, first mind palace that we have with N. And so, well, I'm not going to spoil anything if you didn't play Persona 5, but if you did, I think you realize what I'm talking about. So I kind of had a bit of a similar vibe with this teacher and Henri, but we'll see where this goes. It's nice to see that at least Kid and Drew kind of are around her to protect her, in my opinion, even though, like, I think, in my opinion, that is pretty uncomfortable when you're friends with someone and they are just discussing how like cute or erotic you are. I would just get up and leave. I would say, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? She's also such a reserved type of person. I feel like she mostly maybe finds it hard to express her feelings. Like, I usually don't really have problems with that. I just say, like, how I feel and what I think. But it seems for her, maybe it's not that hard. And she's very, like, introspective and inside herself all the time, so to say. I find her a pretty interesting character now after this episode. I think I got more curious about her. About Kid, I already mentioned that, yeah, there were some hints that he probably was connected somehow to that other gang. And there were some recent hints again. And looks like this gang is kind of coming back into power, let's say, and they kind of wanted Kida back, but he wasn't into it. Maybe he's like a part of Dollars even now, or just doesn't want to be a part of any gang, even if it's like something like Dollars. I'm not really sure. Did we see him like receive a message as a part of Dollars? I don't really remember that part. There was some interesting interaction between Simeon, who's like Simon here, but since he's Russian, I think I can call him Simeon, and Isaiah. He said something very peculiar. Wait, I'll rewatch this moment. Щенка в мешке не спрячешь. Huh. You can't hide a puppy in a bag. Okay. His Russian is too broken for me to understand. Don't talk about ropes in the house where someone hanged himself. Was it? Okay, let's try again. I can understand some words that he's saying, but it's really hard to understand the whole sentence. Well, I'm just going to trust the English translation here. So I think Simeon here is saying, like, you have some kind of secret, maybe like a severed head that you are hiding or something, and you can't really hide a secret for long. And Isaiah is saying, don't talk about ropes in a house where someone hanged himself. Like, maybe don't really stick your head out. maybe you shouldn't talk about this. I'm not sure. Well, I guess they both threatened each other. That's what I'm going to go with. And well, maybe that's all that I wanted to say for this episode. There was a lot of stuff happening, to be honest. And Shinra's dad appeared from out of nowhere, and I kind of hate him and Shinra both. And Dad didn't really make my impression any better in this episode. He still was, yeah, I don't know. And like Celti does say she doesn't like him, and I think that's justified. And I still don't understand how can she like Shinra is maybe even a bit worse than his dad in some ways. At least the dad is kind of more straightforward with all this like theatrics and hiding stuff. So maybe I even like him a bit more than Shinra. But yeah, now is this. Probably now that is it for this episode. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff here. Maybe I missed something, but yeah, I think I mostly discussed everything. So please share your thoughts in the comments down below without spoilers, of course. That would be it for today. Thank you for watching and see ya.